Hi, this is Marcia. This is part 3 of the Artificial Intelligence Resources and Adapt and Be Prepared. Today we're going to be talking about student AI tools to help with a personalized learning experience. Hi guys, thank you for joining me again. This is part 3. Today we're going to be talking about the student view of how to use AI. When we were together, the first thing that we talked about part 1, talked about the small group instruction and how to authenticate learning. And you'll see why, after learning about these tools, that small group is so powerful to make sure that we are actually seeing the students working and not AI. Then we went into the powerful tools for teachers and how those AI tools can help to differentiate the instruction for not only the teacher, for professional development, but also for the student. And now today, we are talking about student AI tools. You ready? Let's begin. So we're talking about student AI tools and resources to help personalize the learning tutor. Meaning that when I am in small group instruction, I could utilize some of these tools to help to personalize that learning experience. So they have me as a classroom teacher, but then they also have AI tools to really help enhance what they are learning. Not to replace me, but to enhance. So some of the things that we're going to be talking about is Plaitio. And you guys, I am sorry if I mispronunciate some of these words. They're new to me, so I apologize if I said it wrong. We're going to be talking about Bard, Grammarly, my favorite, SlidesGPT, Runway, Magic Write, and AutoDraw. And I left a blank one there because I want you to know that AI tools are evolving every day. There's going to be more. So if you're like, I'm going to go block all these websites from our school, there's going to be a new one that's going to be coming out and about. So knowing what AI can do, knowing how to check, and really utilizing our small group instruction is just going to make the education process even better. Let's go. The first one is Plaitio.ai. Again, apologize if I said it wrong. But what I like about this website, it's a personalized tutor for the students. They have combined the elements of Snapchats that students like, that streak, how many times did you get on? They like the element of collaborating with students. But what this does, it works with all subject areas. The students can go in, they can snap photos of their homework and get support from other students and also from the AI element. It summarizes, transcribes, and they get to practice. It's a learning companion. And it also gives a lot of good data for them to go in and explore. So when you go in, it will show you how many days did you use a program, what does that look like. It is a paid program, but when the students share or when they go on for a number of days, they get coins, and those coins will unlock features for them. So this is a good one to be aware of. Yes, it could provide answers for the students, but I really like the element of working collaboratively over those projects. All right, the next one is Bard. If you know ChatGPT, then I want to introduce you to Bard. Bard is all the Google version of ChatGPT. You ask it a question, it's going to give you an answer. It's going to go and use those AI tools to really hone in on what you're looking for. It gives cited sources. It gives you reference points. Yes, it will write papers for you. Yes, it will give you crock-pot recipes. Yes, it will give you lesson plans. But this is just a really being aware that there's not just one tool that students are going to be using. There's going to be a variety. I actually like this one just as much as ChatGPT because it gives me the ability, after I go and search for my topic, it has search in Google, double check your facts. And then also it gives a thumbs up or thumbs down, so that way AI tool is learning what was good and what wasn't good. So I like Bard. I'm going to definitely be using this one probably a little bit more than ChatGPT. Again, just for that quick search right there inside. All right. Okay, let's talk about my next tool, Grammarly. I love Grammarly. I use it all the time. I use it in emails. I use it when I'm constructing papers, when I'm writing reports. I use Grammarly. Grammarly has been around for quite some time, but they have added in a new AI tool that will help to start the writing process. So the new AI tool, I put in a question and it's going to give me an answer, just kind of like Bard and ChatGPT. It's going to give me some suggestions, and that includes letter writing, resumes, giving feedback. All of that is part of it. Over the years, I have used Grammarly so much that I rely on it to help me to become a better writer because it teaches me tone, grammar, structure. What is it ever that I'm looking for? It is right there. It has been like my crutch, and it's everywhere. It's in all of my emails and Facebook. Grammarly is one that I do pay for, and it is one that I can truly not live without. I do love this. And I think if we use it as a student tool, we can produce better writers. Because if I just go and fix everything, I need to make sure it makes sense in the end. So take a look at their new AI feature inside of Grammarly. Next, we have SlidesGPT. All right, SlidesGPT is the same AI, a similar AI tool as ChatGPT. But students will put in, hey, we are looking for this, and it will construct a slideshow for you. This is a paid website. So I just put in blended learning. I want to know like how to deploy blended learning. And I hit submit. And when I was in this program, I actually got a kick out of like this little hamster working on the hamster wheel, and he's moving around. But when I'm watching, it actually went through slides and it laid out how to create a slideshow presentation on the facts about how to deploy blended learning in the classroom setting. This did take some time to generate. So I'm showing you the fast forward version of this little hamster on the wheel, but I was sitting here watching the thoughts and processes, and I'm like, wow, that's really good. It went through the tools, how to be prepared, how do you teach the students, what professional development do you need to use for teachers. I'm like, whoa, this is a really cool tool. So when it is done, it does generate a slideshow presentation, and that's what you're going to see here right now. It goes through the beginning pages, it lays it all out, it gives me speaker notes, it has everything including images that I can use for a presentation. The paid part comes in when you want to go in and edit it. And it will edit it in Google. It will do PowerPoint. I don't know if it does Keynote, but I know those two for sure. But that's where you pay for it. So if you like it, then you can purchase that slideshow. But again, it could be a starting point for some students and or educators who need a quick little presentation to talk about their topic. So SlidesGPT, pretty cool. Okay, our next step up is Runway. And Runway is a great photo editing using AI for video creations where you can remove backgrounds, you can go and merge photos together, you can go and search for all of these cool elements that students can use for the art classroom and a project. This is a freemium website. You do need to pay for parts of it, but some of it is free for students just to get a handle on how they can take videos and or still images and create amazing products. So take a look at Runway. Watch the website at the bottom. It's app.runwayml.com. But it's a cool one to showcase to the students for that creation element. All right, Magic Write. Magic Write is part of Canva. And Canva now has a Magic Write element that is really powerful. So it's using the same kind of system like ChatGPT. I put in a question and it's going to design a kind of an outline. So again, I use blended learning and then I wrote the question, 10 things to know about blended learning. And so when I did that, it gave me the 10 things. I used a Magic Write pen, 10 things I should know. It listed them all out. And since I'm in Canva, once it was done generating that content, I was able to start creating a presentation right then and there. How cool is that? So here it is. It generated my 10 things. All right, I can go through, I can read that about them. And again, I'm going to go use some of those Canva tools. I'm going to create a headline, a border, and voila, I'm going to start with my presentation. At least one of my favorite ones is called AutoDraw. And AutoDraw is the ability for students to use a regular pen to draw as well as a magic pen. So here's an example. I'm just using a regular pen to draw a line, and I can change this pen color, and I can change it to blue, and I'm just showing you that it was me drawing it. So now I'm going to draw a blue squiggle line, and then now I'm going to use the AI tool. So that's just me using a regular pencil. Now the AI tool, I'm going to come up and I'm going to draw a boat. Well, I'm not really good at drawing boats, so you can see that I start to draw a boat, but watch across the top, and it goes, oh, do you mean, and then, oh, yes, that's what, no, I don't mean watermelon, I mean a boat. So there's a canoe, and then you can see I have like a rowboat idea that I'm going to be using. So the more I draw my photo, the more AI starts to figure out what I'm drawing. But I like AutoDraw, especially if I'm working more on the content for the students. I want you to get the point across, not the perfect drawing piece. So I just like this as another avenue for them to show their thoughts about setting, character, thought, plot line. A great way for that creation studio. All right, those are fun of us. Okay, so those are some of our student AI tools that help to personalize the learning experience with that personalized tutor. The more we know about these AI tools, the more we can leverage them in the classroom, and the more that we can make sure that we're checking that to authenticate the learning. Who wrote that paper? Who wrote that presentation? So the more we know, the more power we have to keep moving forward. So again, don't forget, the powerhouse is small group instruction.